Hi, it's Cara here from the Cure Your Vaginismus and Thrive programme, and this video is all about just giving you some insight into what happens when you experience that very physical response of vaginismus. So I'm going to use my very sophisticated board here. So when vaginismus occurs, it's that physical response, okay, of your vaginal muscles tensing up, making sex difficult or impossible. Okay, now the physical response is the very last thing to occur. Okay, it's the end result. And anyone who's battling with dilators or any sort of intervention for vaginismus that purely just focuses upon that physical response is likely to experience some frustration because there's a whole world of things going on prior to that physical response occurring. Just before I talk about vaginismus, I'm going to give you an example of another physical symptom that's caused by the ways that we think. It's caused by our psychology. And I'm going to use the example of somebody who blushes. Okay, so blushing is a very physical response. But people don't blush when they feel relaxed and confident and comfortable. So if that person is having a nice conversation with their best friend, they're probably not going to blush unless they're talking about something quite personal. The reason they do blush is because of particular thoughts that they're having. So for example, somebody who blushes at a party, who sees somebody coming over to talk to them, is going to be having thoughts like, oh my God, how's this going to go? I'm going to feel embarrassed. What are they going to say? Etc, etc. However, those thoughts are coming from their beliefs. That's the cause of that. Their beliefs about themselves in social situations, their self-esteem, their coping skills, all of these kind of things. So it's those beliefs that are filtering down into having those thoughts that's creating that physical response of blushing. When it comes to vaginismus, when you're trying to insert a dilator, a tampon, or you're trying to have sex, you will be having some unhelpful thoughts. You will be thinking, this isn't going to happen. This is going to be painful. This is going to be disappointing. Okay, they're probably not going to be particularly positive, inspiring thoughts. But the reason you're having those thoughts, again, is coming from some core beliefs that you have about your body and your body's response. So pretty much every single client that I see for vaginismus has a whole number of limiting beliefs, such as, I think my vagina may be abnormal, I have no control over my body's response, and that's what's filtering down into those unhelpful thoughts. And it also makes sense why it's so frustrating if you've heard somebody say to you, oh, you just need to relax, or you just need to have a glass of wine, because again, you're not working on the cause of that. And it can be really easy just to think that there is this direct cause and effect response with vaginismus in terms of when you're trying to insert something and your muscles tense, and you're really just seeing it as this two-step process. But like I say, there's all of these things going on in between that's causing that response. And our beliefs, the beliefs that we hold, drive absolutely everything about how we experience life. It drives how we think about ourselves, how we feel about our jobs, how we think about our friendships. So really, any intervention that is going to be truly long-lasting when it comes to vaginismus is anyone that also addresses those core beliefs and changes those unhelpful, limiting beliefs into strong, empowering ones. I'm going to give you another example just to really lay the point. And I'm going to use the example of somebody who is learning to swim. Okay, so somebody who struggles swimming because when they try, they sink under the water. So sinking under the water, or that very frantic response of trying to stay afloat, that's the physical response. And again, that's not happening in isolation. It's caused by their thoughts of, oh crap, I might drown here. That's ultimately caused by their beliefs. I can't swim, this is dangerous, my life is in danger here. So again, that's the top level. That's what we really want to work on. And with something like learning to swim, it's not just a matter of developing good, strong beliefs. That's certainly a big part of it, but you also have to learn about how to swim. There is a technique to it. You have to learn how to move your body. Exactly the same for vaginismus as well. There's a whole connection between your mind and your body. There's real skills, there's real insight that ideally you want to learn in order to properly resolve vaginismus and change that end response. The Cure Your Vaginismus and Thrive programme works on not just the physical response, we have to talk about that, but it also works on changing your beliefs so that you feel empowered about your body response, you feel in control, you have good self-beliefs. And I do promise you, these are all things that are changeable, they are teachable, and you can absolutely do that in the 6 to 8 weeks that you're doing the programme. So I hope this was helpful to you, especially for anyone who's struggling with using dilators, who's just plateaued and you don't understand why. Thanks for watching.